Hey y'all. Okay, so y'all know I had this little bit of ground round left over from yesterday where we made our hamburger steaks. I thought, what am I going to make today? I couldn't think of anything. Like, nothing sounded good. And then I thought, I'm going to do some goulash. For one, Braden's not eating tonight, and he does not like goulash. So I thought, well, okay, this is the perfect day to make it. I had everything. So let me show you how I like to make mine. Now, we're only going to do about half a batch, okay? Because I only had this much of my ground round left, which I think this is probably, I don't know, close, almost, we're going to say almost a pound, okay? So I'm going to put this in my pot here, and we're going to do all of this in this same pot. I didn't want to mess up another skillet, so we're going to cook this in here, and with this being a ground round, I don't think we're really even going to have to drain it. So I'm going to pop that in there. I'm going to cook that. Look at little Belle over here in the chair. Let me wash my hands real quick, y'all. Okay, and so since this is a very lean beef, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put in some diced onion and some diced bell pepper. I had both of these left from yesterday where I made my hamburger steaks. So we're going to go ahead and toss that in. Now, if I was using ground beef, I would wait because of all the fat that it cooks out, and I don't like to drain it, and I feel like I lose all my flavor that way. But we're going to do that. We're going to just season it with our usuals. Y'all know a little bit of onion powder. I'm about out of onion powder. I guess I can go ahead and use the rest of this. Okay, we're going to put that in there. Y'all, I love a good goulash, and I have not made this in years. But I really do like it. It's just nobody else here likes it, so I just don't cook it that much. A little bit of garlic powder. Okay. And then we're going to do a little bit of seasoning salt. Sprinkle some in. Now I'm just going to cook this down. Let's see, where's my favorite spoon at? Y'all know this is my favorite spoon. This, you can tell this is a used spoon by looking at it. Alright, I'm going to cook this down, and then I'm going to see, I'm thinking I may just do like the paper towel method to get that little bit of grease out that will cook out of it. And then I'll come back and we're going to put some other good stuff in here. And y'all, this is going to be a quick and easy, simple dinner tonight for just me. Like I said, I'm doing about half the batch because if y'all know goulash, you can make a whole big pan full of it real quick and easy. But we're just going to do about half that tonight because that's all the amount of ground beef that I have. But y'all can see little Belle's over here in her chair. She got some new t-shirts. And she's just been lazy today, and I have too. But I'll be back in a minute. Okay, y'all, our ground beef is cooked, and as you can see, there is like literally no fat in there. Just, I mean, hardly any at all. So we're going to go ahead and add our other stuff. Let's see here. So we're going to do some of our refrigerator garlic. I'm about out of this too. Y'all, I've got to go to the store. Let's see. We're going to do a good spoonful, about like that. Maybe try to get a little bit more out. Can never have too much garlic, right? Okay, so we have that in there, and then I'm going to do some Italian seasoning. Let's see, we're going to do probably about a tablespoon. Like I said, I'm making less than what I normally do, but I'm thinking maybe about that much, about a tablespoon, okay? Just eyeball it. You can always taste, go back and add, y'all know that. And then instead of regular salt, I'm going to do some garlic salt. Now you can do seasoning salt too instead, but I think I'm going to do the garlic salt. I know we already put the garlic in there, but we're going to do this. I think I'm going to do about half a tablespoon of our garlic salt, okay? Get this out of the way, that way I can remember what all I put in here. Okay, and now I have one beef bouillon cube. Now you can do just the beef broth. I didn't have any. I didn't want to go to the store. So I'm going to do 1 cube beef bouillon cube, and then I'm going to add some water in. But that's the same as if you just had beef broth, okay? Let's get all that mixed up good. And then I'm gonna do some soy sauce. You can also do your W sauce. I ran out last night. I used every bit of it. So we're just gonna do some soy sauce. Let's see. That's a little bit, about a tablespoon, about 2. I'm gonna do, excuse me, I'm gonna do about 3 tablespoons, I think that is. Let's see. And mix this in. That's smelling good. Okay. And then I like to do just a little pinch of sugar just because it helps balance out all those tomatoes and everything we put in there. And I mean just a pinch, just a little sprinkle, just like that, okay? That's optional. Okay, and then let's see, I have our canned stuff over here. We're going to do 1 can of diced tomatoes. Typically I do 2 of each of these, but since we're doing a smaller amount, we're only going to do 1, okay? And then I have 1 can of tomato sauce. And these are, let me look, make sure, I think it's, yeah, 15-ounce cans. Okay, I'll put some water in that in a second. All right, let's get all this mixed up. That's looking good. All right, I'm gonna put some water in our tomato sauce can. All right, I filled this almost all the way up, so that'll be about 1 cup of water, and we're gonna do a little bit more. I'm just gonna put it in this pan, y'all. And that is about half a can, so about half a cup. So 1.5 cups of water. So far, we have our beef bouillon in there. If you don't want to do that, you can do just beef broth, okay? And now I have some bay leaves here. I think I'm going to put in 1 or maybe 2 if they're small. I'm down to the end of my little bottle here. Let's see if we can find a whole one. Let's see, we're going to put that in, and then maybe another little, this is like a half a piece. So we're going to toss that in, okay? And what I'm going to do, y'all, I think that is it for our seasonings. I can't, well, maybe I need to put a little bit of pepper in. Y'all hang on just a second. Let me get this out of the way. We're not putting any salt because remember we did the seasoning salt and we did the garlic salt. So that works out just fine. I'm going to do just a little sprinkle of pepper. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, y'all, I'm going to turn this down. I'm going to put a lid on this, and I'm just going to let all of these flavors slow cook for a little bit, and then whenever I come back, we will put our pasta in. Okay, and we'll probably do a little taste test to make sure if we need to add anything else, and then we'll put our pasta in, let it cook for a little bit. And y'all, this is the easiest, most inexpensive meal that you can make, but so good. All right, I'll be back. Hey y'all, look who I have. She got some new t-shirts. Look at the back of it. It says Born to Sparkle, and that fits her so well. And then I got her another one. Let me show y'all. This other one, it says, what does it say? It says the snuggle is real. Isn't this cute? She'll look so cute in this red too. But she heard me getting out the cheese, y'all. And so she come over here. She loves cheese. Goodness, she loves it. And I just try to give her just tiny, tiny little bites because I don't feel like it's good for her. But isn't she cute in her little soft pink? And so then I put on my soft pink sweatshirt to match her. Say hi, Belle. Say hi. Say hi to all your friends. Oh, look. Look, there you are. You see yourself? Okay, y'all, so I just have our ground beef and all of our good stuff that we put in here. It's just over here simmering. I like to do that for a little bit before we put our pasta in, and I'm just gonna let this cook for a few minutes, and I'll be back, and we're gonna throw our pasta in. And y'all, I'm so excited for this. I know it's just goulash, but Like I said, it's not something that I make all the time because nobody else likes it but me. And so I'm super excited about it. All right, Belle, say bye. Say bye. Turn around here. Say bye. Okay, y'all, now we are fixing to put our pasta in. I have just had this sitting here. You can see it is simmering away just to let all those good flavors infuse. So now we're going to put our pasta in. So I have about 1 cup of elbow pasta here. Actually, I did a little bit over a cup just simply because I felt like I was a little bit short on my ground beef. So I thought I'd make it up with the pasta. But we're just going to toss that in. Now, y'all know I don't put raw pasta in very many dishes. I typically like to cook it first. But for this, I don't. I love the flavor that it gives to just let it cook in there with all that good stuff. So I'm going to put the lid back on it, and I'm just going to let this slow cook until that pasta gets about done. And then I'll come back and we'll do the next step. Okay, y'all, let's look at our goulash. I've had this cooking with the pasta in here for about 12 minutes. That pasta is good and tender. And so now what we're going to do, I'm going to remove these bay leaves if I can. That's a little piece there, and I have just seen that other one. You just kind of have to go fishing around for it. Where'd it go? Well, I can't find it. It's in there somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay. So now what we're going to do, and this is probably one of the most important parts to your goulash. Okay, you can see that it still has that liquid in there, which is good. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the burner off. Okay, I'm going to put the lid back on it, and I'm just going to let it sit here for a little bit. And that pasta is going to swell up. It's going to absorb all that good stuff. And it just makes it so much better, y'all. So please do this step if this is a new recipe to you, or if you're looking for new ideas for goulash. Just make sure once you get your pasta good and tender, turn it off, let it sit here. It's going to get so much better, okay? So I'm just going to let it sit here, and then I'll come back and we're going to plate this up. I'm so excited, y'all. Okay, y'all, I've had our goulash sitting here just resting for about 15 minutes. We turned the burner off. We just had it sitting here with the lid on it. Ooh-wee. Now let's look at it. What I did was, after I had it sitting here for maybe about 10 minutes, I took the lid off, sprinkled on some cheese and a little bit of parsley just for good color. Y'all know I love that. So now we're going to get some out. I'll tell you what, this smells amazing. Ooh, look at that cheese stringing everywhere, y'all. It's getting all over the side of the bowl. Mercy me. Okay, let's put that lid back on. Let's see, I'm gonna wipe the side of this off, y'all. And then I'm going to put a little bit of extra cheese on the top of mine. Now that's optional. Just a little bit. All right, y'all, let's try this. It is so hot. But I'm telling you what, the key to it is once you get it done, I know it's hard because you're ready to eat, but let it sit, because the pasta just absorbs all that goodness, and it's so good like this. And another thing, if you want to make a big pot, just double the recipe. I typically do 2 pounds of ground beef, 2 cans of tomatoes, 2 cans of the tomato sauce, and double all of the spices. But you can also do a smaller amount just like this. So you could, that's what's so great about this. You can make however much or little you want. Ooh. This is so good, y'all. Delicious. That garlic salt really gives it a different flavor. Remember, we didn't add any regular salt. We did the garlic salt and a little bit of seasoned salt in our ground beef. So don't add any regular salt if you use both of those. But that garlic salt really does give it a nice flavor. Delicious, y'all. Make me a napkin. Y'all love this. The only question I have for y'all, whenever I was growing up and people would make goulash, I remember it always had corn in it. I've never put corn in mine. Y'all tell me, do you put corn in your goulash? Or do you make it kind of like this? Just the pasta and the ground beef and tomatoes and all that. I don't just love corn, but I don't dislike it either. I can kind of take it or leave it. It's just not something that you'll notice that I cook all the time. I wouldn't mind it if it was in there, but it's just not something that I use a lot. So y'all tell me, do you use corn or do you not? Anyway, I hope y'all try this. I hope you enjoy it, and I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.